Hello and welcome back. I'm Randy Newbert from VoodooFX. In today's video, we'll be doing a model kit review. So let's get started. Okay guys, ready for another kit review today. This was a kind of a special one. I'm really excited to actually show this one off because I haven't had a chance to get a hold of an original Han Solo DL-44 blaster. And anyway, this one actually is being brought to you today by Sean at 8K Miniatures. This is the Han Solo blaster, and this is done in a actual filament print. Again, these high quality filament prints are just mind-blowing as far as the quality goes. And again, this is a real rare chance to get into this really cool kit. And there's a lot of parts to it. Again, this is all filament print, but it's really straightforward, and it comes with an excellent set of instruction. And I can't stress that one enough, that the instruction pack is just, you really can't screw it up. It literally walks you through it step by step. So what I want to do is I'm going to show off this instruction pack a little bit, because again, I always get so impressed with the time and effort that it takes to go through these instructions, you know, and actually show it. And again, this is available at 8K Miniatures as far as a commissioned print, ready to go kit that you put together and assemble and build it. And this is a must for any Star Wars collector. I mean, this is such an iconic piece, and everybody knows it when they see it. The second they see it, they're like, hey, that's Han Solo's blaster. Yep, that's it. So again, I've never had one of these in my collection. Out of all the years that I've been doing modeling, this is my first chance to finally have a Han Solo blaster. So I'm actually going to build this one up, and I don't know how I'll do it in a video presentation, but I'm going to try my best to kind of do like a little bit of a tutorial during the construction of it. And it might be, again, it might be a little bit convoluted as far as the steps go, because again, I'm very limited on the time that I have, and so a lot of times I'll have to rush through parts and put it all together, and then, you know, take a few shots, maybe shoot a short video. And anyway, so, but I'll try my best to share that with you guys as I go through the process. So anyway, let me bring this up into screen a little bit more so you can kind of see them. So this is how the instructions come. And again, these are just beautiful. And I'll show you. So they start with this, and then the back is actually the finished shot of it all together, and it even says it on there, finish. So this gives you a great guide along the way, so then that way you kind of get a good feel for where all the parts actually fit and go. And you know, again, love these instructions like this. So let me start off. So I'll just try to rip through these kind of quickly. So again, it comes with this front page, and then it follows through on the back side with kind of a preliminary, you know, detail of what you need, you know, kind of all the tools and equipment, and it kind of just tells you a little bit about, you know, fillers, putties, things like that that you use to actually assemble a standard model. So that's the first page. Okay, then second is you get this kind of a little history shot of some of the original prop. So then again, this gives you great reference material to come back to. If you're like, oh, where does that little part go? Well, you know what? This helps you visualize where it's actually going to go to. And again, I would love to sit down and take out every single part to show you. But here, then it's just step by step. I mean, this is just great. You know, here's step one. You find these, you know, what is this? 1, 2, 3 or 4 parts, and that's how they're going to go together. You know, there's step one. And again, this really makes it so nice when it goes to do an assembly work. Moving on, step two. again, same thing. Broken down into, 2 or 3 parts, 4 parts maybe at a time. So again, it makes the process of the assembly work very simplified overall and gives you a chance to really, get down there. And if you have any confusion on parts, this just walks you right through it. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over. So then you go to step 3. And again, easy assembly. It tells you where the parts are. It tells you, what to look for and how they all kind of, come together. So again, love this style of, going through the steps. Then we go on here, step 4. Here's kind of like the trigger assembly. And again, well illustrated, and it tells you where everything goes. So, again, this really helps. I'll flip it over again. So I don't want to bore you guys too much with all this stuff because, again, this does show the parts well, though. So this is step 5. And then again, we'll just keep going down the list here. And then again, here's the scope, the mounting bracket, stuff like that, And then here's some of the other finished parts to the scope. Again, well illustrated, tells you where the parts are. You can go and retrieve the parts, Again, I love it for that as far as the step-by-step guide. Again, we're going to go back. Here's step 8. You're getting down to the kind of the final assembly work. And again, I think this one, okay, yeah, these are the main 3 parts coming together. And, and then here's step 9 is, you're almost finished. So there's pretty much the full blaster buildup. And then again, I showed you already in the first, when we first did it, I showed you the last page, which actually shows the completed and finished blaster all together. So anyway, so that is that. And I'm going to put that down. And then, yeah, again, there's the finished shot. So this, again, gives you great reference, great way to look at it. Now, let me just go through the parts a little bit so you guys get kind of an idea. So here's the main body part. And again, since I took these parts out, I haven't really done any cleanup on them. And they will require some cleanup and some work. But overall, everything's there. Again, like I said, these are filament prints. And you got to get in there and you got to, like any model, you're going to have to do some work on it in order, because it's a kit. It's a kit you put together. But again, accuracy, the level of detail and everything. And again, since this one's done in the filament print, it's extremely lightweight but durable. So, that just draws me in even harder, because you want that really, strong, but yet, take some of the lightweightness out of it. I'm sure when it's all together, it's going to have some girth to it and some weight. But overall, I take this filament print all day long as far as the quality and dealing with something that's robust and lightweight. So anyway, that handles that side of it. So again, and I'm going to not go through every single part because again, I don't want to, there's a lot of little individual parts. So I'm just going to kind of all kind of loose bag these and let you take a look at them. And again, without me laying out every single part, but I'll kind of show you the quality. So here's one of the brackets that I think this holds the side of the scope assembly together. And then there's some add-on parts that go to this, but you can just see the quality of those prints. I mean, this thing is just high quality for a filament print. This is just mind-blowing. Again, if you have the availability to pick one of these up and put it in your collection and do it as a build, this is well worth it. Again, I'll take out another piece here. So this has something to do with maybe the trigger assembly. Again, since I haven't assembled it all the way, I can't really tell you guys exactly what every part is, but I will know in the end where everything goes. But again, with that illustrated instruction, it just makes your job so much easier when it goes to doing the assembly work. I'll take out one of these ringlets. Here, this is like a little, I think this is like the ringlet for the scope. it's probably like a part that sits on the edge of the scope. I actually probably, let me see if it fits right. Yeah, it goes right in there. So here's one of the, add-on parts for the scope. Again, just a little dab of glue and it's done. And then here, I'll show you this right now. So that way, since I got it in my hand. So this just shows you the quality of this filament print and how cherry this is. I mean, this just, you couldn't ask for any better as far as that goes. This would require I very little sanding, if any. I think I could probably get away with no sanding at all. I probably can just paint it because the blaster isn't totally clean. So you don't really have to do a lot of heavy prep. So this would just require some primer and then figuring out what the color combos. I think this is stainless. I don't know. I'd have to go back and I'll have to look at all my reference material. But again, there's a lot of good reference material for the blaster. Oh, and then again, so here is one of the other ends of the scope part that goes in the end here. It was just popped in there. So that, again, that goes to show you what the quality and the fit work is. So that's one part. Now I'll try to dig through one of these other bags and let me see what's in here. Okay, so here's the slide. This is like the slide assembly. So this is a good part to show, as far as like cleanup goes. So you can see the inside of this. You see where the filament, you can see the lines for the filament print, but this is all unseen. You don't see it anywhere. This gets all mounted onto there. But again, you're going to need to do a little cleanup. Maybe these boxes need to be hit with like with your hobby knife, and pull off some of the strings. But overall, look at that. I mean, wow. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask for any better. Again, out of the filament print, come on. I mean, this is just, yeah, all day long, right? So this, again, but that goes to show you kind of how the parts are. And again, they'll require some cleanup, but minor. Here, I'll pull a couple more pieces out. This has something to do with the slide. Probably how you engage it, this is how you'd cycle it. And again, I don't know exactly where this goes, but look at that. I mean, it's all there. Again, this looks like the top of the scope guide, like this, like hold like the scope together. Probably, I mean, it seems like it would fit in there. Yeah, see the fit, and it fits just cherry. So this is some kind of a cover piece, or trim detail that goes on top of all of it. Again, I mean, you can even hear the quality of that fit. I mean, it's just cherry. So anyway, so those, again, let me rip through some more parts. So these are some of the scope parts and some of the slide. And again, these are nice. They come all individually bagged and all the parts together. And 8K is really good about packing their stuff up. So you're going to get, you're not going to have any damaged parts. And plus, too, is, in these ones, I mean, to have the parts busted up, it's so much nicer. So I'm just going to fit this in here a little bit and we'll take a look. So there you go. So here is the handle. And again, this is nice because it's a separate part, so you can paint this thing up in wood grain, or walnut or, rosewood or whatever the grip is, which I think it's wood. It actually almost looks like it's got the old markings on it, but it's actually the print itself. But again, I mean, quality-wise, look at that. It's just, for filament, man, wow. So anyway, so that's kind of what you're getting as far as those parts go. Here, and this is a good piece to show because this is the muzzle, the muzzle flash guard. So let me see if I can pull that out. So here, okay, so this is like the iconic, this is the, this is the working end of the blaster. So again, though, look at the fluting on this and all the holing. I mean, just beautiful. I mean, you, again, yeah, maybe that gives you a little better view. But this is just, I mean, this is going to be a fun build. I really am, I can't wait to dig into this thing and do it. Because again, I haven't had a chance to have a blaster. There was some resin copies that were rolling around for a while, but nothing at this caliber or this quality, you know, as far as accuracy and, you know, everything. I mean, you just, again, you kind of can't go wrong with that side of it. So anyway, that is mainly most of the parts in a nutshell. I already went through the instructions. And again, I'm very excited to get this model assembled and, you know, and put it together. But I just wanted to do, I was really excited and thanks to Sean at 8K Miniatures for giving us the opportunity to actually review this one. Because again, this is one that I wanted to review, and it's also one that I wanted to bring into my collection. So, you know, this is a, this one really worked out to be a win-win on both sides as far as I ended up, I have a piece and I have a piece to show off to everyone. And again, I will try my best to do kind of a tutorial on the build as I go through the process. I think it would be a good way to show it off a little better. And I definitely, if I can't get all the way through every single part of the build, at least I will share the finished piece when it's all said and done. And I'll make a new video on that one when it is completed. So at least I have that available for everybody to check it out. So again, I think I'll end the video on this. This again is this is available at 8K Miniatures. This is the Han Solo's DL-44 blaster kit. And again, comes with full guide. It comes with all the parts. These are all filament printed. And again, these will be available at 8K. So you will have the availability to order them direct. And he should have these up pretty soon as far as having the actual product page. So you can just go on there and order it and get it shipped out to you ASAP. So anyway, I think I'll end the video at that. Again, sorry for making it so long. Again, I'm just kind of excited about the whole project in general. So that's why, you know, again, I'm kind of a little bit long-winded on this project. But again, I did want to show it off so everybody could see really what it is. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. We have new content coming out all the time. We have a lot of subscribers now building up our page, and that's great. I really appreciate getting the new followers, and again, this helps me bring the content all the way out and keeps me engaged in making the videos. So please keep them coming. And if there's ever a model kit that you guys want to send out for me to review, you can always contact me. I'm really easy to get a hold of, and I actually will respond to you. I might even give you a phone call. So again, we love showing off the content of others and showing off all these neat, cool the model kits that are available out in the market. So anyway, I'm going to end the video with that. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.